Hey there folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. This is a quick response video in regards to being afraid of the dark. Right now, I am on an old trail here in western North Carolina. It's about, well, the section that we're going to do is about 8 miles. You can venture off further than that, but 8 miles is pretty good for a night hike. And I am all by myself. Let me show you around a little bit. I will go ahead and give you a 360 here. As you can see, nobody is with me. I am out here all by myself. Now, oftentimes I am asked, how do you get over being afraid of the dark? All the things that go bump in the middle of the night. And the answer is pretty simple. You just have to get out and you just have to do it. You have to face your fears, because the truth is, inside of your mind, the things that you create, they're not out there. The scariest things are actually inside of your head. And the truth is, when you're outside, out in the wild, most things don't want to have anything to do with you. Whew. And I tell you what, if you can get out and face your fears, there is a whole world of the unseen and the unknown awaiting you. You're going to see shooting stars. You're going to see weird things in the skies. You're going to hear weird things. You're going to hear coyotes. Oh man, owls. It's freaking awesome. I do it all the time, at least a couple times a week. And sometimes I go out and I do it all by myself. Now, this trail here, like I said, is an old trail. And actually, many people claim that it's haunted. Now, is it haunted? I don't know for sure. I have seen and heard some weird things out here, but I can't really say it's haunting or anything like that. Now, as you can hear there, I have my keys on the back of my pants hooked to a carabiner. And really, that is just so that I scare off any animals that may be around. When you're out at nighttime, when animals are the most active, you want to make some noise. So if you're out by yourself, make some racket. That way they know you're coming and they disperse. What you don't want to do is be tiptoeing through the woods, not making any noise, because guess what? You're going to walk up on something, and that's usually when you're going to have problems, such as with a bear, her cubs, all that good stuff. So go ahead, make some racket. That's okay. Now, when it comes to tips, I definitely have some for you. Make sure that you have a good flashlight. Make sure that the beam is real wide. That way you can see all of the trail. Maybe a flashlight, maybe a headlamp, whatever. Make sure to carry a backup flashlight. You don't want to be stuck out in the middle of nowhere with no light. So be smart. Remember, 1 is none, 2 is 1. Next up, batteries. Make sure you have some batteries. That's the same thing as being caught out with a broken headlamp or flashlight. You have to have power, so bring them with you, and bring a good amount of them. It's just a little bit of weight. Be smart. Next up, you may want to bring some protection. Now, really guys, that's up to you. What do you feel comfortable with? What do you feel that you need to carry? Right now, I just have a simple pocket knife, something I can whip out real quickly if I need it. And that is all that I need. If you have a carry and conceal license like I do, bring a handgun. Make sure it's in a location where you can actually carry it legally. Bring some mace, pepper spray, bear spray, whatever you want to. Typically, I just hike with a knife, but it does depend on where I'm going. We came down from up there. Here's one option, which I'll probably take tomorrow night. And this is where we're heading right now. And as you can see there with this flashlight, look at how wide that beam is. It takes up the entire trail. Golly, look at the colors on that leaf. Woo! Winter is right around the corner. That is gorgeous. Gosh, what a gorgeous night. The stars are amazing, and I hope once I get to a clearing I'll be able to see maybe a shooting star, something like that. That'll be pretty cool. Now, when I started off this trek, I did hear some coyotes. They're kind of howling back and forth, pretty good distance away. Coyotes, you don't have to worry about them. You're more likely to be attacked by your dog than a coyote. Now, when it comes to tips, you may want to bring along a friend. There's no easier way to get over your fear of the dark than having a friend with you. But let me tell you something that can also be a little bit counterproductive. Now, there's definitely strength in numbers, but inside of your head, that could create worry and anxiety whenever you're thinking about going out by yourself. So I say go out by yourself for a couple trips. Doesn't have to be that way when you start out, but eventually that's what you want to work up to. You may want to go to your favorite trail, might want to go to a track, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with. That's what it's all about. Like I said before, there's nothing out here in the woods that wants anything to do with you. And that's a promise. You may hear things rustle in the bushes, in the woods, and that's okay. Probably a rabbit, maybe a deer, maybe a skunk, possum, raccoon. Coyotes may get somewhat close. They're inquisitive, so are foxes. No big deal though. Truly, the only thing that you really have to worry about are other people. So know how to take care of yourself and understand that if you go out in the dark, there are going to be repercussions, possible repercussions. It's the same with everything in life. If you decide to drive down to the beach all by yourself, there's repercussions. If you decide to eat an entire Papa John's pizza or a burrito from Taco Bell, there's going to be repercussions. So that's just a fact of life. More tips. Bring a couple snacks, bring some water. Make sure to have your cell phone. Don't go out without any sort of communication. Like I said, guys, you have to be smart, you have to use common sense. When you go out by yourself, you are definitely in charge of the whole enchilada. You're the boss, everything boils down to you, and each one of your decisions matter. So if you sprain an ankle, you break your arm, tripping on a rock, who knows what, you're going to have to get yourself out of that situation. Now, also, if you're out by yourself, even if you have a friend with you, bring your first aid kit. Like I said, you have to be responsible, you have to think ahead, use that common sense. Very, very important. Next tip, and it's a vital one. Make sure that you go on a trail that's easy to navigate. Something that you're familiar with. You definitely don't want to be taking some trail where 15, 20 minutes, 2 hours later, you're someplace you have no idea where you're at, and you have no idea of how to get back. Again, it all boils down to being smart. The name of the game is to have fun, not go get lost. Let me just stop here for a second and let you guys listen to all the night noises. Isn't that awesome? I love night hiking. Look at these crazy mushrooms. Something tells me don't eat them. Another tip, my friends, is very, very simple. Keep a calm, cool head. That is very, very important. If you're hiking along by yourself and you hear something, don't automatically think that there's a werewolf in the woods or something or other and just take off running. Because the truth is, most of the time, it's going to be just some small little critter or nothing at all, maybe something falling out of the trees. Either way, just keep a cool head, think rationally, and just keep those emotions and those fears in check. That's very, very important. When you're out in the woods, if you get scared, you get startled, you take off running, you may run off the track, you may run off your path, who knows what, and you can easily get lost. And that becomes a whole different situation. So, like I said, take it slow, think through it, keep your fears in check, you're gonna be all right. Now, one more tip for being out in the night, being out in the dark. Do not bring your phone along, your MP3 player, whatever it may be, and listen to super loud music. You need to have your senses firing on all cylinders, and you don't need to have them hampered. You need to know if something's coming at you. You need to know if something's bumping around. Your ears need to be working. So my friends, right there are the basics for getting over your fears of the night. Because the truth is, like I said many times, it's always worse in your head than what it really is. There's no monsters, there are no vampires, werewolves, or anything like that. So, truthfully, just go out, have a good time, but use common sense. Bring your flashlight, bring your cell phone, bring a first aid kit. Make yourself comfortable as well. Make sure that you bring enough layers for your trip because it is night. It's going to get cold, might be some dew, some fog, who knows what. Just be smart, my friends, and have a great time. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys around. Strength and honor, my friends. Be well.